This is the second part of the program NEAHT presentation. The program will be based mainly on a 4-week class schedule. Each week will cover the following topics as outlined. Week 1 will be the importance of MyPlate. Week 2 will be the importance of including all food groups in a healthy diet. Week 3 will discuss incorporating these ideas and these skills into current practice. Week 4 will talk about finding reliable resources, as well as how to use the resources provided from this program. During Week 3, participants will use current lesson plans or blogs, which they will provide to help them understand how to incorporate the concepts into their own practice. A packet will be given on Week 1 with resources and materials from each lesson, along with the website where they can find additional resources and bi-weekly blog posts that they can access following the classes. Those who are selected to participate in the intervention program will be asked to meet 4 requirements. They must attend all classes, and if they cannot attend one, must review the material covered. They will provide either lesson plans or blogs prior to the program, as well as at a 6-month follow-up. This requirement will also be asked of those participants who are in the control group. Those who attend class will be asked to actively participate and will be expected to be active participants during class. Each participant in the class will also receive additional information and resources, and they should look through and utilize the information provided to them from this program. Quantitative data will be collected from surveys that will be included with the program. A 3-page survey will be given to all 100 participants. The survey will have questions asking about nutrition and beliefs about how to teach nutrition, with questions based on a 5-point Likert scale. Prior to using the surveys in the program, they would be tested with a number of nutrition students from a local dietetics program to determine if they are easy to understand and to help determine validity of information as well as reliability of responses. Part of the survey is included above. The example section above includes questions specifically about MyPlate. As you can see, participants are asked to rate how much they agree with the statements. To give you an idea of the statements, I will read some of them for you. So the beginning of the question says, please rate how much you agree with each of the following statements about MyPlate. Place X in the box. I am familiar with MyPlate. My clients are familiar with MyPlate. MyPlate is easy to understand. Materials about MyPlate are easy to use in my practice. Materials about MyPlate are appropriate to give to my clients. MyPlate is based on scientific research. MyPlate should be the focus of nutrition education. The creation of MyPlate involved knowledgeable professionals. I see no reason to use MyPlate in practice. MyPlate is not a good representation of healthy nutrition. By including neutral, positive, and negative statements, we hope the survey will aim to not sway participants' opinions. Similar questions would also be asked about food groups as well as other nutrition beliefs that we decide to discuss in the survey. Qualitative data would come from analysis of lesson plans and blogs. For nutritionists who teach, lesson plans will be analyzed prior to the program and at a 6-month follow-up period. These will be collected from both those who are assigned to the intervention group and attend class, as well as those who were assigned to the control group and did not get to attend class. These will be analyzed for how well they align with MyPlate, as well as if they encourage people to eat from all the food groups. This will help determine if there was a change in what is taught following the program. Those who would be analyzing lesson plans would be given a specific rubric to help them have a standardized reaction to each item they analyze. Along with lesson plans for teachers, those who mainly blog will submit blogs before the intervention as well as at the 6-month follow-up. They will be analyzed in a manner similar to the lesson plans and will also be collected from both the intervention and control groups. While not the entire rubric, part of the rubric to analyze both lesson plans and blog posts are listed here. Some of the statements that they would be looking for are listed, and then an X would be placed next to them. It states that if any boxes are checked, please include an example below of why the box was checked. There are statements such as, do not consume dairy, do not consume grains. The majority of your food should come from the protein group. More than half of your meals should be from vegetables only. It is okay to leave out a food group while you are on a diet. Do not follow the suggestions of MyPlate. MyPlate is not based on scientific evidence. MyPlate is just a government guideline and should not be followed. Certain foods can harm your body. It is okay to eliminate food groups if you use supplements. Food of any type is toxic to your body. They can also check that there was another mention against MyPlate or against consuming all food groups. Quantitative data will be analyzed from the surveys to check for statistical significance between the groups using independent t-tests. Qualitative data from the lesson plans and blogs will be analyzed for common themes and perceived differences from before the program compared to after the program, along with differences between the intervention and control groups. Using these results, the program will be altered as needed. Following any changes made to the program, those who were part of the control group will be offered the lessons and the material, as well as the program being expanded to others in the area who would like to participate in the program. In order to fund this program, we will seek a research grant from USDA since the focus is on MyPlate. We will also seek funding from local resources such as the local Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, as well as the Colorado Beef Council and the Western Dairy Association. As you can see from this chart, there would be multiple people needed for this program to run smoothly and accurately. Using graduate students as research assistants would allow for a lower budget needed, while not compromising quality and accuracy. The registered dietitian would be paid about $25 per hour. As you can see in the justification area, we have outlined how long each of the tasks that the registered dietitian would be in charge of would take. For instance, each class would be about 2 hours and there's 4 classes. The dietitian must develop lesson plans, develop the website, and develop materials for the website, as well as oversee the graduate assistants and help prepare for sustainability efforts. We will also seek graduate assistants who are studying nutrition to analyze the lesson plans and blogs, advertising to create and distribute the flyers and materials to recruit participants, and a statistics graduate student so that our t-test and our other statistical tests might be done accurately and efficiently. While few materials would be hard copies, some materials would still need to be printed. The recruitment posters would be needed for each of the Whole Foods and Sprouts locations in Boulder and Brimfield counties. Following a store search for these two, we found that there are 4 of each locations, totaling an number 8 posters needed to be printed for this program. We will be giving surveys to all 100 participants at 3 different points, and we will make a booklet for class participants. Along with these printed materials, we must pay to host a website. When looking for what website hosting service to use, we decided that we needed one that was easy to use, easy to navigate, could have a blog section, could have downloadable resources, as well as have the potential for future resources to be paid for. We decided to go with Weebly at a cost of $20 per month. We would host this for 24 months initially. This would allow us ample time to set up the website, use it during our program, have the participants use it for 6 months following the program, make the needed changes, and have it available for those in the control group or others who decide to participate in the program following the initial time frame. The position were budgeted at $3,070. The materials at $819.50 for a total of $3,889.50. Following analysis and changes, the program would seek local volunteers to do the further teaching. These volunteers would include prior participants in the program, local nutrition students from colleges with possible collaboration with the professors at these accredited colleges, as well as the CSU Extension Program volunteers who are already familiar with programs such as NEAHT. CSU Extension Program already teaches the volunteers about healthy nutrition, making them a prime candidate for volunteers for this program's sustainability. The website would be continuously available with resources and ideas, as well as at least bi-weekly blog posts posted by registered dietitians or other credible nutrition experts in the area. The website would provide support for those who have been through the program, as well as for those who are interested in the material, but were unable to attend classes or were part of the control group. It is hoped that the website will also be useful for any nutrition experts searching for credible material on the web. This list includes many of the resources that I used to create this proposal. Some of them are studies posted about MyPlate, others talk about licensure, and others talk about the differences between dietitians and nutritionists. Additional websites were also accessed and will be published with my final report. These websites include the websites for each of the 3 schools mentioned that are in Boulder, as well as CDC information about obesity rates in the United States. In conclusion, the Nutritionist Education About Healthy Diets, or NEAHT program, hopes to teach nutritionists proper concepts, including MyPlate, and including all food groups in a healthy diet. This program has been outlined in this PowerPoint, from how we will select the participants, how we will keep the participants, how the program will work, and examples of some of these surveys and other analysis tools that will be used in this program. I hope that you found this an interesting program, and I am very interested to see if there's any suggestions you have or any spots that were confusing to you as I went through this presentation. If so, please leave suggestions for improvement in the discussion forum that will be posted alongside this PowerPoint. I'm really looking forward to hearing your suggestions, and thank you for listening to this presentation.